Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. In this series, you'll learn about anonymous class. All code examples used in the videos will be available on GitHub. Let's get started.
Inner class. So anonymous inner class. Okay, that is also there till Java 7 version. We should have a very clear idea about this also before we talk about interface concept in Java 8. Fine. So what is this anonymous inner class that we should know? Fine. Okay. First point is that inner class. What does it mean by inner class? What does it mean by inner class? Inner class means any class that is created inside another class is called inner class. What does it mean inner class? Inner class means what? Any class created inside another class, that is inner class. That means if I have a class A, and I'm going to create another one class inside this class. Okay, so I'm going to create another class BB. So what I'll say that BB is an inner class because the class that is created inside another class is called an inner class. That is a simple definition of inner class. Any class that is created inside another class is called a inner class. Fine. Okay. Now, what does it mean anonymous inner class? What does it mean by anonymous inner class? Anonymous means, the meaning of anonymous is class. Meaning of anonymous is that class without any name. This is the meaning of anonymous. Anonymous means the class that doesn't have any name. That is called anonymous class. So what does it mean by this? I'm going to create a class object, but the class does not exist. Or you can say, that we'll create an object of a class, but the class name does not exist. We create an object of a class, but the class name does not exist. That is another way I can say anonymous. So let's understand anonymous inner class with an example. Not clear, right? Let's understand this anonymous class concept should be clear because it is not a feature of Java 8. It's a feature still Java 7 only. Let's understand this anonymous class first. Okay. So I'm creating, just see here, I'm creating a class here, class AA. This is what, or I can take some examples, real life examples also you can take. It's fine, you can use for the timing this. This is a class. Okay. And or if you want to take say class as take some inheritance hierarchy. Okay, account is a class. Okay, this is an account class. And inside this account class, I'm going to create a method like public void create account. This is a simple account method, create account method inside this class. And if you are going to print system dot out dot println, and you can just write here like that account created. Okay, whatever it is, something. This is a simple class, right? Simple class. I'm just talking about how I can create an anonymous class object. So I'm creating another one class saving account. It's another one class. Okay, it is not mandatory that it should be an derived class from there, or it you find it savings account derived class. You can write another class called account demo. Any other class. It not mandatory that it should be derived class always. Any another one class you have created, account demo. Fine. Now what I'm going to do, I want to create an anonymous inner class object, because here I've defined here that anonymous inner class is that class without any name. So class that doesn't have any name, that is called anonymous class. So how it look like? Just see here, I'm just creating. I'm creating an object of anonymous inner class. Why I'm saying inner class? Inner class means I'm going to create an object inside another one class. That's why I say inner class. So I'm going to write, just see here please, new account. So if I write here new account, what does it mean by this? If I write new account, the meaning is that I have created an object of the account class inside account demo. When I write new account, what does it mean is that I'm creating an account class object inside the account demo class. Yes, this is my object that is created in the heap. Now what I want is that, just see here, I'm going to write slightly differently. New account, opening brace, closing brace, semicolon. When I write the signature like this, you may not find this type of signature very common in Java. This type of signature is called signature of anonymous class object. New account, opening brace, closing brace, semicolon. This type of signature, if you find anywhere in Java, this is actually point out to anonymous class object. So what you're going to do here, what is the meaning of this line? Meaning of this line is that I am creating an object of a class overriding the method of account class. Again, I'm saying what I'm doing to do, what is the meaning of this line is that I'm creating an object of a particular class. That class name does not exist. Again, I'm saying I'm creating an object of a particular class using new keyword. That class does not exist. Class name does not exist, overriding the method of account class. Again, I'm saying I'm going to create an object of a class. The class name does not exist, overriding the method of the class account. So account class already contain create account method. I'm overriding this method inside my anonymous class object like account and something like that, right? So this type of object is called anonymous class object. Okay, this type of object is called anonymous class object. Okay, so fine. Okay, fine. So we have created anonymous class object here. So anonymous class object, why I'm saying anonymous inner class? Because this class object I'm creating inside another one class. From that perspective, some of the technical documentation will say that anonymous inner class. And this class object, so we'll create an object of a class, but the class name does not exist. Yes, I'm creating anonymous class object, overriding the method of class account. The class name does not exist. But if I'm going to work with this type of object, how to work with this type of object? Till the time you're not going to use this object with a particular reference. Already we know, right, that if you create an object, this object is created in the heap. So till the time you are not using a reference to point out this object, you cannot work with that. You cannot access the functionality that is written inside an anonymous class object. So what you can do is that you can use a reference, Control C, like Control V, account ACC. This is the reference, and this reference is used to point out this anonymous class object. Right? So this ACC is an account. This account reference is used, ACC reference is used to point out your anonymous class object. Fine. Now, since we have done, now I can access the functionality that is declared inside my anonymous class. How to access? So here, this is the functionality, right? Now here I can write a method inside my class, like void show. So some method I have just written inside the class, if you see, right? And how to access this functionality? I have to just call acc dot create account. Yes. Now how I can call this account demo. If I want to call this account demo, then I can use the main method in the same class, or as you wish. Can create a main method here, public static void main string args, a string args. Fine. So this is the main method. Okay, and inside this main method, what I'm going to do is that I have to create name. Fine. This is my project. Finish. Fine. So inside this class, this is my class. Class name is account demo. Account demo class contain the main method. So create one class here. Right click, new class. Class name is account demo. Remember, this is not a Java 8 features yet, but to understand Java 8 feature, this should be clear. It should not have any doubt. So this is a simple account demo class. Control V, file save, right click, source format. Yes, now it looks good. Now, if you see here in this code, you'll find like this is your account class. This is your account demo class. And here I have used this is my anonymous inner class object that I'm going to access, creating inside a main method. Right, fine. So just save it, right click, run as Java application. And you can see it is working fine. So we can access the functionality that is declared in the anonymous class. So another one point is that when I should go for this type of implementation, anonymous class implementation, when I should go for this type of anonymous class implementation is that the need is like that some of the functionality I want to implement in our project application, and that functionality I don't have to share with multiple classes. That is a completely independent functionality that I should implement for a specific task. So in that case, some one or two functionality if I want to implement, in that case, without creating a new class, completely new class, I can implement that functionality as an anonymous class object. Okay, so the advantage is that I don't have to create a completely new class to implement some specific functionality. So that implementation we can do like this way as an anonymous class object, right? So this and lots of libraries you'll find if you go to Java swings and applet applications, you'll find lots of anonymous class examples you'll find there. Okay, so that is the scenario where we generally go for this anonymous class concept. Fine. So before coming to Java 8 features, these two features you should not have any doubt. What is anonymous class and how I can implement this anonymous class in Java, still Java 7.